Hello everyone, today I'm going to solve the question number 1 and number 4. The first, number 1, find the exact area enclosed by the inner loop of the curve, r equal 1 plus 2 side data. First, we can see this graph, and we need to find the area in this part. So step 1, we need to find the data, and r equals 1 plus 2 psi. And we move plus 1 here is 2 sides data equals -1. And then we can figure out side data equals -1 over 2. And we can see this picture right here. Side equal -1 over 2 has two area, 7 pi over 6 and 11 pi over 6. So data equals to 7 pi over 6 or 11 pi over 6. And step 2, we use this area formulate, and we plug in 7 pi over 6, 11 pi over 6, and r into this formulate. So we get this function right here. 7 pi over 6 through 11 pi over 6, 1/2, 1 plus 2 side data equal d data. This one is from r. So now we got 1/2, 1 plus 4 side squared data plus 4 side squared data, d of data. And for this situation, we use this formula. It's easier to simplify. So now we got 1/2, 1 plus 4, 1/2, 1 plus 4 side data plus 2, 1 subtract cosine 2 data. So now we want to do it here. So we got 1 over 2 side data, subtract 4 cosine data, subtract 2 times 1 over 2 sine 2 data. So now we got 1 over 2, 3 times 11 pi over 6, subtract 4 cosine 11 pi over 6, subtract sine 11 pi over 3, and subtract 1 over 2, 3 times 7 pi over 6, 4 cosine 7 pi over 6, subtract sine 7 pi over 3. And then we simplify here. We replace the square root 3 over 2 for cosine 11 pi over 6 and sine pi over 3. And negative square root of 3 over 2 replace cosine 7 pi over 6. So now we got 1/2, 11 pi half, subtract 2 square root 3 plus square root 3 over 2, subtract 1/2. 7 pi over 2 plus 2 square root 3, subtract square root 3 over 2. So now we simplify again. 11 pi over 4, subtract square root 3 plus square root 3 over 4, subtract 7 pi over 4, and subtract square root 3 plus square root 3 over 4. So now we got 4 pi over 4 subtract 2 times square root 3 plus 3 times square root 3 over 4 equals pi subtract 2 times square root 3 plus square root 3 over 2. So we simplify again. We got the answers. Pi subtract 3 times square root 3 over 2. Hello everyone. Today I'm going to solve the group project number 4's question. So x equals 11 cosine t. Subtract 4 cosine 11 t over 2. And y equal 11 sine t. Subtract 4 sine 11 t over 2. So, experiment with typing this into a graphing calculator. So, let's see. Now, so there are the graph for different value of upper limits for t. And every time I come across two values of upper limits, we can see the one is not complete and another one is complete. So I graph the values closer together. We can see for t from 0 to 12 is not complete, and for t from 0 to 13 is complete. And then for t from 0 to 12.5 is not complete. And for t from 0 to 12.6 is complete. And for t from 0 to 12.55 is complete. No, it's not complete. And for t from 0 to 12.56 is complete. From this graph, we can see the lowest upper limit for t is 0 to 12.56. From this graph, we can see the upper limit for x and y are 15, and the lower limit for x and y are negative 15. And the t is 0 through 12.56. So we use this function to plug in t equals 0 through 12.56 and square root of negative 11 sine t plus 4 sine 11t over 2 squared plus 11 cosine subtract 4 cosine 11t over 2 squared, and we can get the answer for B.